The next person that will stand trial on the SOSCAST today is friend of the channel, friend of the show, Andrew Tate. Now, there's been stories that are what's going on in the news right now with Tate. This is news over the last few days. Andrew Tate's trial on charges of rape, allegedly, and human trafficking, allegedly, they can now start. Rules a Romanian court. That's from the AP. Do you have the CNN story as well? Because they kind of mimicked exactly what it was. Here's that Andrew Tate and Tristian Tate, let's not forget, will stand trial on trafficking and rape charges. Again, this is the playbook, okay? Whether it's Drake and Kendrick Lamar accusing people of something, whether it's Diddy accusing someone of something, whether it's people who I think are allegedly guilty, R. Kelly, Cosby, Weinstein, Epstein, right? These are the allegations that the Tates are facing.
But look at the three different ways that each of them are going about the situation, right? Like you see how Tate is addressing the situation. To me, he looks confident, like he didn't do anything. Of all this time, I haven't heard anybody come out with a face and have a story. Doing full-on podcasts, looks really comfortable in his own skin. Like, I personally don't feel like that is the case for him. I do think he's more on the innocent end. But just, again, watching how these individuals who are all in the limelight, very big limelights, how they react to these accusations, it's very important. So, you know, you see someone like Tate and it's like, he seems pretty like, I'm ready for whatever you guys throw at me.
I agree, but let's wait till the end before we give our judge, jury, and executioner. But we know where Nat stands. You kind of know where I stand on this, but we'll see. But here's the story. Tate's spokesperson confirmed that the decision has been appealed to go to trial. So they're even appealing going to trial. And the decision has waiting on the judge, because basically the way that it works in Romania, we were there in Romania, in Bucharest, there's no jury. It's a judge who doesn't speak English. And as long as Tate and Tristan have been living in Bucharest, Romania, they don't speak Romanian. Very interesting. That's something that we learned when we did the interview with them. But the legal proceedings, which have been ongoing for months, involve discussions in the preliminary chamber stages, allowing the defendants to challenge the prosecutor's evidence and case file. So they were arrested, I believe, in December of 23. The first time that PBD and I flew out with the team to interview Tate was in summer of 22. Okay? Was that summer of 22? Yes.
We're entering summer of 24. Can you guys?
Oh, but maybe he was arrested December of 22.
Yeah.
Ah.
December 22.
December of 22.
Correct,
That's what it was. And they did 3 months in jail, and then we went out there in June of 23. So that's what it was.
Almost a year ago.
So 2022 was when he got canceled in September, arrested in December after the pizza thing. We're losing track of dates with so much is going on there. But he's basically been on house arrest since earlier this year, or now he's allowed to leave his house. But what's the point? Again, allegedly allegations. I started off the entire show with showing the way to ruin a man's career is to accuse him of sexual misconduct. Human trafficking, that's a little bit different than harassment, even rape. Human trafficking, and then what's worse than that, pedophilia. Like, these are heinous crimes you're being accused of. So, speaking of human trafficking, there was a movie called The Sound of Freedom. We saw it. I actually ran into the director of Sound of Freedom at the Heat game with his wife, with my lovely lady friend, and we took a picture. We talked, and he said, "Oh yeah, Valuetainment, thanks for promoting this." But here's what happens when you speak out against allegations. Now the Sound of Freedom producer is urged to apologize for defending the accused, alleged sex trafficker, Andrew Tate. So now he takes a stance on this. Woke Hollywood is making him apologize. And we all saw what happened with the Sound of Freedom. It was accusatory of QAnon, right-wing conspiracies. I saw the movie. And look, as moderate and as sensible as middle common sense as it gets, me right here. Zero QAnon conspiracy theories. It was about sex trafficking minors in South America. So the National Center of Exploitation has called on Sound of Freedom producer Eduardo Verastuggi to publicly apologize for meeting with Andrew Tate. Just meeting with him, you need to apologize. After their meeting, Tate tweeted a picture of himself and Verastugi and quote unquote wrote, "When this obvious matrix attack against me is over, we will fix real human trafficking, capitalization on all real." So, which Verastugi retweeted. The CEO of the National Center of Sexual Exploitation said the following: "It's abhorrent and an affront to the victims and survivors of sex trafficking everywhere for the producer of a successful anti-sex trafficking film to meet with one of the world's most infamous accused sex traffickers." There you go. Guilty until proven innocent. Verastugi has given legitimacy to an accused rapist and human trafficker and self-proclaimed misogynist Andrew Tate. This is inexcusable. Excuse me, Center for Sexual Exploitation. Where do you draw the line on meeting with someone? We interviewed him, and these are not softball interviews. Are we condoning sex trafficking? We were literally the biggest proponents of going to see The Sound of Freedom. They traced back tens of thousands of tickets sold across the country to PBD podcasts. Okay, Tucker Carlson went and met with Vladimir Putin. Is he now liable for war crimes and potential genocide? If someone interviews the founder of Hamas, are they all of a sudden advocating for terrorism? If someone interviews Bibi Netanyahu, are they now on the side of alleged apartheid or genocide? Where do we draw the line here? Again, Andrew Tate has not been found guilty of anything. There's just allegations. The word of the day, allegedly. So here we go. Amy, we've talked about Drake, we've talked about Kendrick, we talked about Diddy. We've been sort of across the board here, across the map. Guilty, innocent, where are we? Likelihood, odds. Is this a matrix attack on Andrew Tate? Or is there some legitimacy to these allegations? You're the judge, Amy.
Well, I'm the
what
only.
Do you think?
Compared to the other two, I haven't read well, there's no official criminal allegations against the two prior people we spoke about. When it comes to Tate, I have actually read the legal documents because I was disparaged quite heavily online for appearing on Destiny's stream. Destiny asked me what I thought about Andrew Tate. Yep. I said, I don't really know, probably innocent. And then a month later, I came on this show after doing a little bit of my research and said that I thought that he was, in fact, innocent. And I was slandered. I was attacked by so many people online in the DGG community and other communities for saying I was inconsistent in that answer. So what I did was I went ahead and I actually read the documents after that. And the fact of the matter is there are like 4 to 6 victims right now. 4 of them are actually publicly named. 2 of them have completely retracted their statement and said that they themselves are in fact not victims, yet the police continue to throw out their statements. And the other 2 women who were also victims were found to be completely incredulous. These women have, staked attacks against other wealthy, powerful men. So I think he's innocent.
Okay, and Nat, you already said you feel that.
Yeah, I think he's innocent until proven guilty.
Okay.
Just based on what has come out and even based on how he's going about it.
Caitlin, how do you feel about Andrew Tate? 2 things. As just a general person, but then also in a court of law. Because they can be entirely different answers.
Yeah.
Okay, general person, not all our men can be rapists. They can't all be bad. And like you said, Adam, the easiest, most grueling, heinous way to take down a man's career is to accuse him of being a rapist, being involved in child sex trafficking. I think a lot of this is clickbait, also coming from a reporter standpoint. This is money headlines, especially when you connect someone like Andrew Tate to anybody else and saying, oh, he supported him in his career, or whatever that headline was. Easiest way to destroy 2 males right there. I'm going to go with innocent until proven guilty on this one, because I like what Nat also said. You have to look at how these men are handling themselves when these accusations are going around.
Yeah, until I actually see some legitimate, actual arguments other than, oh, well, he talks badly about women. He says bombastic things. He offended me. He hurt my feelings. Until I actually see some evidence of real stuff, innocent until proven anything on Tate. That's where we stand on that.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.